So this is my brushless 8S speed machine.
131 miles an hour.
It's an armor infraction, but doesn't quite look like an armor infraction. So we're gonna take off this shell, throw the old infraction body back on top of it, then we're gonna ram in some of these big old chunky brush motors and see what happens.
No!
So these two motors are 775 cans, and I found these little beauties for boats, and they're good for 6S, they say. This thing powering a 7th scale RC car, it's not gonna end well. And there will be fire. There definitely will be fire. This motor was only 14 bucks and this ESC was 20. So for 35 bucks, you can have a 6S brushed power system. Whereas a 6S brushless setup like this will run you around 250 bucks. I know what you're saying. Yes, the brushless system is obviously worth more because it can produce more. And yes, it's way more efficient. I get it. But where's the fun in that? Before we dive right in, I just want to let you know that today's episode has been sponsored by stupidity. That's right, it's been around with men since the dawn of time. And now you can be part of it by subscribing to Discipline RC. So let's take a look here. I made some custom aluminum side skirts to widen out the body, forged carbon fiber, titanium carbon fiber composite drive shafts, some Italian GRP tires, the droop, the shocks, the diffs, everything has been shimmed and tuned for speed. But it's a roller right now, we have no electronics in it whatsoever. This is such a bad idea. Ooh, is that supposed to be bent like that? Maybe we just throw a fan on it and it'll be okay. This is the original motor out of the Infraction. If you look at this one, it's almost the same size and diameter. 40, 42. But even though it's the same size, the motor mount won't fit and the holes don't line up. So we're gonna have to modify this piece. The remainder of the electronics, I'm gonna throw in this DumboRC with gyro receiver and this beautiful 32 kilo Servos servo. I don't think this ESC has it, but if you have 8.4 BEC, this thing can crank up to 37 kilos. Perfect for speed running. 17.5 wide. 15 wide, so I've got to take off 2.5 mils all the way around for that to fit. Getting that to fit really well was actually the easy part. The hard part now is you can see that the holes on the mount don't line up with the motor holes that are machined. So I have to do a little bit of notchy on either side to make those screws fit. The nice thing about aluminum is that it's very nice and soft, but that means you can also do a lot of damage very quickly if you're not careful. So going in with power tools to take out the bulk is good, then just fine finesse it with some little hand tools and you'll be alright. Perfect. That lines up pretty good. What I need to do now is put a flat spot on this spindle because it's perfectly smooth and we need somewhere for the pinion to bite. There. Piece of cake. I've got a spool in there. I can't remember how many teeth it is, but I'm bound with the size of pinion I got to start with. I don't really feel like taking apart the spool. It's a lot of work to get that out.
You're lazy. You won't put the effort in.
And it's hard to see. That thing is maxed right out, and a 27 will work. Yee, that's big for starter gear. But that's why I bought 2 motors and 2 ESCs. Go big or go home, right? Before I go any further, I've got to wire up some leads. Then I'm going to have to go to these guys here. Pretty sure I won't be able to wire back down to the board, so we're going to have to do a splice. Not too bad if I say so myself. You'll have to do a lot of soldering in this hobby, so get used to it and get some good equipment like right away. It makes life a lot easier. I've been down here for a while and my wife made me a nice breakfast. My only day off this week and I'm down here doing this. Thank you for loving me and supporting me. You're the best. There's no polarity on these things, right? Because they're universal with brushed. But I've got a 50-50 shot. Hopefully, I got the motor going the right direction. Before I get too wild and crazy and do a bunch more electronics, proof of concept, let's just see what happens. Woo, that's a good servo. Look how fast that's going. Man, that servo's fast, dude. It's pretty clear to me that heat is going to be the biggest issue of today's build. So we're going to cut any extra weight. I'm going to take off these aluminum side plates and run it as lean as possible. Yeah, that's a lot leaner now. I had to adjust the mounts again because they were set for the other body. I remember putting in these lights, they worked for about 3 seconds and broke, and I like gooped them all in. Such a pain. But that's sick. There's still like burnt rubber on there. I wonder if we'll get any of that today. We've got a good high-speed fan here, but this motor is gonna need a heat sink. This metal heat sink thing on here really isn't gonna do too much. The inside diameter of this heat sink though is a little bit smaller, but it will stretch and fit over top. But the problem is we'll plug those vents, so we're gonna have to trim off that A and that A, and then that looks like it should just fit right on there. Beautiful. That thing actually fits pretty good. That is so ridiculously awesome. It's beautiful, it's sunny, hopefully the traffic isn't bad. Let's test this thing out. I've got a 4S and I've got a 6S. We'll go on 4S first because we've already tried 3S and it seemed to work. So here's a little bit of a math bomb. This motor is capable of 21,000 RPM, but that's on 24 volts. If you take 21,000 divided by 24, you end up with 875 RPMs per volt. But a 6S is only 22.2 volts. So its maximum RPM on 6S will only be 19,425. So I won't really be able to max out this motor, but I do have one that's capable of 29,000 RPM. And if this goes all sideways, then we'll throw that one in too. And my hat matches. Okay, first time plugging in 4S. Let's see what happens here. One-handed. Oh, yeah. Well, no fire yet. That's good. Flashy, flashy. That servo is sick. Looks so great. I'm not expecting a lot out of this, but it's gonna be a good experiment. Speed machine. Here we go. Ooh, that's got some good low speed modulation. Well, it's not catching fire. That's a good thing. All right, here we go. That's full beans. It takes so long to wind up. Here we go. Full throttle already, right off the bat. Uh-oh. Oh, that's smoke. Oh, so much smoke. No. Well, we tried. Shoot! Ooh, that smells bad. That smells very bad. Oh, that was short-lived. The motor? Gotta be the motor. The ESC is still functioning. Oh yeah, I see some white smoke residue there. Well, that's one motor down. That smells so bad. What do we got? Yay! 32 miles an hour. Woo! Yeah, buddy. Until it blew up. Okay, well, we gotta try again. Oh, it stinks so bad. This smells so bad. It stinks horribly. I had to drive home with the windows wide open. You can stay out here for the night. This is a motor that's capable of 29,000 RPM. I don't know what the 80 watts is. I don't care. We're just gonna do it. So on 4S, it went fine when I slowly feathered in the throttle, but when I just punched it, it just was too much for it and smoked it like immediately. At least that's what I'm gonna tell myself. All right, back in action. I'm not messing around here. I'm going straight to 6S. I've gotta go easy on the throttle, but I've gotta spoon feed the baby. Spoon feed the baby. This is a first for me. I've never put 6S on brush power before. Nothing is on fire yet, folks. Woohoo! All right, here we go. Come on. Good luck to me, peoples. Spoon. Spoon. Wow, no cars coming. Perfect. Let's try not to destroy it. What? What's going on here? Wait a minute. Did I kill the ESC? This is why you test things on the bench before you drive for 25 minutes. Oh, I broke the thing. But I don't get it. I got steering. I just got no acceleration. Why? Okay, well, I'm heading back home. Spoon, spoon, spoon. Yeah, the ESC is cooked. I didn't see it, but yeah, it melted out the connections. Okay, 6S bench test before we go out anywhere. Okay, everything's good. Everything's good, everything's great. All right, all right. Okay, good. Spoon, spoon, spoon feeding. Spoon, spoon. All right, let's wake up the neighborhood. Okay, let's go a little harder this time. Uh-oh. I lost power. Oh no, it's coasting to its death. Oh, and it smells bad to its death. Oh. Like it's way down there and I can smell the trail. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Smoky. Very smoky. Oh dear.
Oh, it smells so awful. Oh yeah, what?
Racing against 0 to 60 against the Tesla.
If I put a brushless system in that thing, I'll smoke that, man.
I know you will.
A lot of fire. Oh yeah, there's actually a fire right there. Oh shit. That's okay. Well, I promised you fire, guys. You got fire. A little bit of fire, but you got fire. Oh, that smells bad. But most importantly, what did we get for the speed? And 36 miles an hour. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it a day, kids. Mmm, stinky and melty. And you little stinker, get to sleep outside with your friend tonight. Ugh, that reeks. My shop reeks, the car reeks. Was it worth it? In this modern day and age, maybe a system like this would be pretty cool in a smaller, like 1/10 scale car. But putting that into a 7 scale car, even though it's a bit lightweight with all the carbon fiber bits, it's heavy. It's a lot of weight to push. If I had to change the gearing, would it have made a difference? Maybe, maybe not. But it was a good experiment, and I'm glad you guys were able to enjoy it along with me. And if you want to join in on other stupid acts of RC ridiculousness, like and subscribe. It's gonna be a dumb year. Spoon feed the baby. Spoon feed the baby. Spoon feed the baby. Spoon. Spoon.